I'm not going to get up from my meditation until I absolutely feel like I'm that person. The idea then is to be able to get very good at doing that with your eyes open. So the practice of doing that in your daily life then is then living in a different state of being independent of what's going on in your outer world. Thinking differently, acting differently, and feeling differently in the same reality until it changes.
Right.
We only accept, believe, and surrender to the thoughts that are equal to our emotional state. We'll never accept, believe, and surrender any thoughts that are not equal to your emotional state. So you could say, I'm abundant, I'm eternal, I'll live forever, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy. And if you're programmed your body into that emotional state, it's going to say, you're not that.
It doesn't
You're
believe
miserable.
it. It doesn't believe it.
It only accepts the thoughts of suffering and misery because it's equal to that emotional state. So then here's the fundamental question. Okay, take a person whose identity is resentment.
Yes.
And their identity is anger and frustration and betrayal. And you ask them, why are you this way? And they'll say, I'm this way because of this event that happened to me 15 years ago. Stronger the emotion we feel from some event, the more altered we feel inside of us, the more that chemical continuity is disrupted from something that surprises us, that alters our state, the more the brain freezes a frame and takes a snapshot. That's called a memory, right? But the problem is that we think about that event over and over again after it happens. We're producing the same chemistry in the brain and body as if the event was occurring. And so the body is conditioned literally into the past. So
we're living in the past.
So a person says, so you say the person's resentful about everything. They're seeing their life through the lens of resentment and frustration and anger, and everything's upsetting them. Well, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You say, okay, now it's an addiction, you got to change that. And the person goes, oh, okay, that makes sense. Now that you got to get out of the bleachers on the playing field and say, okay, these emotions could literally have something to do with my health. Just saying, if I stop feeling these emotions, what if I start feeling these emotions? Okay, what would be the emotions that would make me happy? These emotions are making me feel really bad. The memories are making me feel really bad. Can I remember a future? How would I feel if my future could happen? I got to trade those emotions for different emotions. Well, if I've been practicing feeling these emotions and I've conditioned my body to be the mind, it's going to take some time for me to start making different chemistry with the intention of making that chemistry, getting my body back into homeostasis and balance, work on my breath. When I breathe, I change my state, practice breathing, work with your body so it can start to relax, so that it feels safe enough to feel something other than that again. And if it takes you 3 weeks, it would be worth it.
Absolutely.
Right? So then person then starts, okay, I don't really know how to feel gratitude. Okay, well, maybe start going out and giving, and give to people. I promise you, start giving, you'll start feeling grateful. And then start practicing feeling gratitude. Teach your body, just for 15 minutes a day, what it would like to feel gratitude, what it would be like. And our data shows that you take someone to do that for 4 days, 3 times a day. They make a immunoglobulin called immunoglobulin A. It's your body's natural flu shot. It's the greatest immune chemical we have. 50% increase in the subjects we studied in 4 days. Immunoglobulin A, up 50% in 4 days. Where is that chemistry coming from? They're not taking anything. It's coming from within them, right?
No supplements, no injections, no topicals.
No. Just their bodies, their autonomic nervous system is manufacturing a pharmacy of chemicals that's causing an immunity to the body.
Wow.
Right? So now the person practices feeling gratitude, okay? What is the emotional signature of gratitude? When you receive something, or you just receive something, when something wonderful happened to you, or something wonderful is happening to you, you feel grateful.
Yes.
So the emotional signature of gratitude is something just wonderful happened, or something is happening
joyful,
to me.
it's
But you're in a state of
exciting,
receivership.
Yes.
You've just received something, right? So the emotional signature of gratitude is received, right? So now if you're in a state of gratitude, it makes total sense. Then you will accept, believe, and surrender the thoughts that are equal to that emotional state, and you could actually program your autonomic nervous system to make the pharmacy of chemicals that causes growth and repair to happen in the body.
Wow.
And that's exactly what we're discovering. So then When people understand what they're doing, and they understand why they're doing it, the how gets easier. So you can assign meaning to the task and switch on the prefrontal cortex. And when you switch on that prefrontal cortex, it wants to get an outcome. It doesn't want to mess around. It wants the outcome. You're doing it for the outcome. And that's kind of a strong intention and a change in energy or an emotional state. And that's changing your state of being. And when you change your state of being like that every day, get ready. Because you're going to start having synchronicities and opportunities and coincidences and weird things start happening in your life to prove to you that you're actually the creator of your life instead of the victim of your life.
Absolutely.
The secret is your mindset. Imagination is the most powerful, it's the most marvelous, inconceivably powerful force you'll ever know. Now, your imagination will take you anywhere you want to go. Your imagination will take you to the other side of the world. It will take you into a whole new life. And you've got one. Most people are using their imagination against them. They're imagining everything's going to get worse. Start to imagine everything will get better. I have a license plate in my car. Expect. Expect what you want. Expect the situation to change. See, there's energy flowing to and through you. And when you focus, you're giving power to that energy. I started out, no formal education, no business experience, no money. I was earning $4,000. In less than 5 years, I went into an office cleaning business. Oh, why did I do that? I did it just to earn some money. I didn't know how to do anything else. So I got a bucket and mop and I went to work. And the guy said, you should be working for yourself. So that's what I did. I got one contract. It was $15 a month. I washed the floor twice a month. And then I got another one for $65 a month. And then they started to add. Within months, that year, I was up that I had going $12,500 a month in contracts I was earning. If you annualize that, that's $175,000 a year. In less than 5 years, I had offices going in Toronto, Montreal, Boston, Cleveland, Atlanta, and London, England, and my income was up over $1 million a year. This does not happen by accident. It happens by design. This is the mindset. I had a mindset. They had me write what I wanted on a card. Your mindset, that's what your goal is. Mindset will do the same for you as it's done for me. It's given me a life that most people just dream of living. The secret is mindset. This is where you set your goal. And that's where your mindset comes in. Because your goal is the mindset. You get the picture of what you want in your mind. We know everything's here. Nothing's created or destroyed. Everything's energy. What we've got to do is get on the frequency. We've got to match the frequency. Now, what do we mean by that? That means that you've got to get vibrating, you do, on the same frequency of the good that you desire. You literally fall in love with the idea of what you want. If you hold that idea in your mind, you will start moving toward it and it'll start moving toward you. The good you desire is a frequency. There's your money frequency. That's a frequency, that's the new building you want. That's the new dress you want. That's the new car you want. It's something you see in your imagination. But I'm going to tell you, there's a frequency that matches with it. You've got to get your energy in harmony with that. The moment your belief matches with any state, you fuse with it. This union results in the activation and the projection of its plots, plans, conditions, and circumstance. How do you fuse with it? You act like the person you want to become. The moment your belief matches with any state, you fuse with it. You become one with it. This union results in the activation and projection of its plots, plans, conditions, and circumstances. The law of attraction, everything's falling into place.